Some coins to make those new beastly pickups. Head on over to GoBuyMMO.com and use code Zirk for a 5% discount on your order. Get those coins, get those players.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What is going on, guys? It is Zirksee today with another YouTube video. Today we have my Team of the Year predictions. Now, one thing I have to say before I even get into this, if you guys have never played Madden before, or if you even have played Madden before, you should know Team of the Year is not always going to be the best player at every position. Now, you have to take into effect, the factor of players that are in candidate for Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookies of the Year. Those guys will probably not get a card. Now, last year was actually the first year that we saw somebody that, could have won Offensive Rookie of the Year actually get a card, and that was Ezekiel Elliott. He did actually get a Team of the Year card. But for the most part, it's not going to be, the best player ever. You're not going to see Tom Brady. You're not going to see, Julio Jones. So just want to get that out of the way before I even get into the video for my predictions, and just want to say that real quickly. And also, if you guys want to get yourself a custom card like the Le'Veon Bell or Chandler Jones that you guys are about to see, make sure to go to the link in the description. Check out Combine Artworks on Twitter. He will make you guys one of these Team of the Year cards. They're definitely sick, but let's get right into it. And starting off, we're going to go with the offense. So, for the quarterback, we're going with someone who was actually an MVP candidate to start off the year, and then he did kind of, fall off a little bit, but he still had a very, very good season. And I'm going to go with Alex Smith. Now, of course, you could say Carson Wentz or even Russell Wilson for this position, also as well as Tom Brady, but Tom Brady will definitely not get Team of the Year. But Russell Wilson, or you could get yourself, Carson Wentz. But both those guys are in competition for the MVP. Alex Smith definitely not for the MVP anymore, so he is probably the more likely choice between the two of them to get this. Halfback, we're going with Le'Veon Bell. Now, Todd Gurley, people are saying, but once again, Todd Gurley is an MVP candidate right now, so he is definitely not, in my opinion, available to get the Team of the Year. And I think people really want Le'Veon Bell anyways, because I don't think he has an upgrade at all this year. So Le'Veon Bell Team of the Year would definitely be a very fun card and would definitely make a lot of money if he was the highest overall offensive player, so that'd be very cool. For the halfback, we're going with Dion Lewis. Now, Dion Lewis is kind of a surprise here. Now, of course, you're going to have two running backs. Now, the reason for Dion Lewis as well is he could either get the halfback or he could possibly get the return special. So, it really just depends on what they want to do. You could also say, maybe a Tariq Cohen, but he's also a rookie, so he could be getting an all-rookie card. Or just some different running back. Not really too sure who they would go here for the second running back. But for the fullback, we're going with James Devlin. Wide receivers, once again, you're not going to see the Antonio Brown, the Julio Jones. These aren't the best possible players. So, Adam Thielen, DeAndre Hopkins, and Keenan Allen, none of them in competition for any sort of MVP or anything. And they're not, a very, very, very high overall already in the game. I mean, Keenan Allen does have, I believe, a 93 overall Team of the Week. DeAndre Hopkins and Adam Thielen both, I believe, have 90 or 91 overalls. So they're definitely looking good to get a Team of the Year, and I would love to get a DeAndre Hopkins Team of the Year. For the tight end, we have Travis Kelce and Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz really has not gotten that many upgrades this year, and I think that he should get a Team of the Year. Travis Kelce as well has a Team of the Week, and I think that Zach Ertz's highest card is also a Team of the Week. They're both like 90 overalls, I believe. Left tackle, we're going with Joe Staley. Left guard would be Andrew Norwell. Center will be Travis Frederick, and right guard Shaq Mason will do right tackle being Lane Johnson. Now, if you guys ask me, that's a very, very solid Team of the Year offensive set, as well as the Le'Veon Bell. Probably my favorites, if this were to happen, would be Le'Veon Bell, DeAndre Hopkins, and probably Lane Johnson and Travis Frederick, because of the fact that Lane Johnson does already have the Madden Harvest card. And if you guys have played with that card, he's extremely fast, and you love that in a right tackle. So, that is the offense. Give me you guys' opinion on the offense, but on to the defense. This is where it really gets fun here. So, defensively, we are at the left end position. DeMarcus Lawrence had an absolute breakout season for the Cowboys this year. and I am definitely so excited, and hopefully the Cowboys do end up franchise tagging him or re-signing him. But Marcus Lawrence is one of the leaders in sacks in the NFL, and I do believe he should get the left end card, and that card would absolutely be disgusting. Defensive tackle, we're going with Geno Atkins and Malik Jackson. Of course, once again, you don't get the best card, so you're not going to see Aaron Donald for Team of the Year, but Malik Jackson and Geno Atkins should be another very solid pair. Right end, Yannick Ngakoue, Calais Campbell's other duo on that defensive line, who I believe had like 12 sacks this year so far, Yannick Ngakoue. So definitely a very solid season for him. Left us on linebacker, we're going with Chandler Jones. Now, Chandler Jones, if the Cardinals were actually winning something, if they're actually in the playoffs, Chandler Jones would probably be a pick for Defensive Player of the Year. He does lead the league in sacks right now, and he definitely has some very solid stats. So Chandler Jones, Team of the Year, definitely a possibility to see that. Middle linebacker, we're going with Deion Jones, and actually a rookie in Blake Martinez, who was a Pro Bowl snub, and who leads the league in tackles as a rookie, which is definitely impressive. So congratulations to the Packers on drafting him. But Deion Jones and Blake Martinez, Deion Jones gonna be an absolute stud, and of course EA definitely likes to go with cards that will make them some money. So right at some linebacker, we're going with Ryan Kerrigan, who once again has a decent amount of sacks. I believe he has like 11 sacks in the season, so he could definitely get that, unless they want to go with maybe a coverage outside linebacker at the right outside linebacker. They could do that, or maybe switch it up and give us both. I'm not really sure exactly how they're gonna do. Maybe give us two, one left side linebacker and one right side linebacker at 3-4, and then give us a 4-3 for both those. They could do that as well. But cornerbacks, we're going with Casey Hayward, Jalen Ramsey, and actually Brandon Carr. Brandon Carr actually had a very solid season on the opposite side of Jimmy Smith, unfortunately for me, being a Cowboys fan. But Casey Hayward and Jalen Ramsey, two of the top cornerbacks this year, neither of them in competition for Defensive Player of the Year, in my opinion, especially with the fact that Jalen Ramsey also has AJ Boyd on the other side, and Calais Campbell probably is the leader for Defensive Player of the Year, especially when it comes to the Jaguars. But Jalen Ramsey, Casey Hayward definitely make for a very solid Team of the Year. And you also have to take into effect that EA definitely wants to make some money off Team of the Year. So if they made Jalen Ramsey, gave him 91 zone with decent speed and great hit power, definitely gonna sell some packs. Now, free safety, we're going with Kevin Byard, because he did have kind of a underrated season, in my opinion. One of the leaders in interceptions in the NFL, so Kevin Byard for the Titans definitely could get the card. And strong safety, we're going with Eric Weddle, who does have a 93 overall. So when it comes to overalls of these players, Chandler Jones should be the highest, then probably DeMarcus Lawrence and Eric Weddle, the higher. Casey Hayward, Jalen Ramsey, probably all around there, and then of course just lowered out as it goes down. But we do have also these special teams. So for the kicker, we're going with Greg the Leg Zerloin. Punter will be Shane Leckler, and return specialist could be Tariq Cohen or Dion Lewis. So it really just depends on what EA wants to do. But in your guys' opinion, what do you guys think about these predictions? Once again, you have to take into effect that any people that are in competition for MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, they're probably not going to get a Team of the Year card. Now, if they can get a Team of the Year card, I'd love to see a Marshawn Lattimore, but of course he already does have a 94 overall Team of the Week. It was literally just came out, so I don't see why they would drop that with Team of the Year. Team of the Year is coming out, I do believe, towards the end of January, or yeah, about the end of January. Now, I believe in Madden 15, it came out right after the conference championship, but it could come out after the divisional round. So anywhere from the time after the divisional round to after the conference championship, anywhere between that week, is when Team of the Year should be dropping, and hopefully they drop it good. And if you guys played the solo challenges and you did that one set, you're actually going to be able to get yourself a free Team of the Year player. Now, 99% sure it's going to be NAT, but still, you get yourself a free Team of the Year player. And of course I'm going to make a video when that does come out, because of course a free Team of the Year player is a free Team of the Year player, but you honestly want to try to get someone maybe at a depth position, unless you're going to get yourself like Le'Veon Bell. For me, unfortunately, I think the last 2 years I've did the set, and I do believe last year that I pulled the I think I pulled like a defensive tackle. My defensive tackles were really good, and I remember in Madden 16 I actually pulled a fullback, so that was pretty AIDS. But in my opinion, if this was the team of the year this year, this would be definitely a very solid team there. You also have Le'Veon Bell. You have some pretty good wide receivers in DeAndre Hopkins, Keenan Allen. You also have Travis Frederick, Lane Johnson for the offense. That's very exciting to see the offense like that. And of course, Team of the Year is going to be flooding the market, so definitely expect a market crash when this does come out, especially if for some reason EA decides to make that token a auctionable team of the year player, that'd be absolutely crazy, which I don't think they will. But I can definitely see some pretty high overalls coming out of this team of the year this year, especially if they do end up making, you know, Jalen Ramsey, Casey Hayward, Eric Weddle, guys that already have team of the weeks, and also a Madden Harvest. Jalen Ramsey's already out, so definitely be a very fun team of the year this year, and hopefully they do end up making the list somewhat like this. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment, and let me know down below if you would change this list at all. Who would you guys put on here? Remember, it's not gonna be the best players in a position. I've done this video for I believe last year, and I did it, and all the comments were saying, you know, what about this guy, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz? Those guys are not gonna get cards, guys. So please don't just don't comment that. Just please, Jesus, please don't comment that. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. I will see you guys next time.